So guys, the crypto markets are trading sideways right now. Today is Juneteenth, so the markets are closed. We talked about the key events that were happening at the beginning of this week. And overall, yesterday we saw the FOMC determine rate cuts. Nothing was changed. We saw a Fed pause. Trump was talking crap about Jerome Powell. We're seeing escalations within Israel and Iran. And right now, guys, everything is just pretty much the aftermath of that. Everyone is talking about how potential deviations could be happening. And right now, how the US futures are not looking too hot. And a few other specific indicators that are just letting us know that we could be potentially seeing deviations. So with all that being said, guys, I want to give you the information that you need to be aware of so that you can understand what's going to be happening. But if new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I keep you guys updated on the day-to-day events, price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, how liquidity is shifting, and exactly what you need to be aware of so that you can make those crazy gains. Right now, guys, like how I said, there's a lot of moving parts, mixed updates. Today, the markets are closed due to Juneteenth. And right now, we are seeing the aftermath of everything that's currently happening. Markets are going to open up back tomorrow, but are closing also because it is Friday tomorrow. So really going to be determining exactly how the markets are going to be closing, especially with the price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins. So with all that being said, guys, let's jump straight into it. So guys, the crypto markets are trading sideways. Like how I said, Bitcoin's currently sitting at around 104,000. Ethereum is sitting at around 2,500. We've been sitting in these specific range zones, guys. For Bitcoin, we wanted to reclaim that 106,000 zone just to pretty much break that range of resistance. With Ethereum, we wanted to reclaim that 2,800 zone, but right now everything is not looking too hot. Altcoins are pretty much just following the price action around Ethereum, which are just showing pretty much choppy sideways price action, mostly going to the downside. Bitcoin dominance is on the verge of breaking that 65% zone, currently sitting at around 64.8%. We've been seeing this, guys, with everyone slowly reallocating to Bitcoin and pretty much just hedging their bets on the stronger assets. We also saw with USDT dominance as well that this was increasing, pointing to the fact that a lot of crypto investors are getting out of altcoins and going back into Bitcoin and stable coins. But right now, guys, we talked about the key events that were happening this week, and I let you guys know exactly what was happening each day as we saw this data roll out. At the beginning of the week, everyone was reacting to the Israel and Iran issue that was going on and the escalation that's taking place. We're still getting updates on the escalations, which we're going to jump into as well with the US and Iran and the nuclear bomb facility and a few other different things. But right now, guys, we're pretty much just waiting to see exactly how the markets can be responding, since right now the US markets are closed for Juneteenth. And you know, right now everything is not looking too hot. When we saw some updates on exactly the US markets and pretty much updates from Trump and Israel and Iran, right now the US stock market futures extend losses to 1% as investors weigh tensions between Israel and Iran. Then Trump goes on to talk crap about the Fed chair Jerome Powell and talking about how he's costing the United States hundreds of billions of dollars, and he is pretty much one of the dumbest people in the government, and that Europe has done 10 cuts, and we're pretty much being left in the dust, causing a lot of issues for our economy. We talked about this yesterday as well in the days previously. This is just causing tensions within the administration, guys, within the United States. And right now, the current situation of the markets and, you know, different sectors as well, this is what we're currently seeing. Stock market futures are falling like the war is escalating. So this is not looking too good, because usually smart money moves faster than dumb money. 2, gold prices are falling like a peace deal is near, which that is kind of good in my perspective, because if gold starts to drop back down, we could see risk assets slowly get the liquidity that they need. If we start to see, you know, everything start to go back up with these escalations, I can see gold start to rally back as well. 3, oil prices are rising like the war is escalating, not good. 4, yields are rising like a peace deal is near. 5, natural gas prices are rising like the war is escalating. And 6, silver prices are falling like a peace deal is near. The market can't make up its mind. And literally, guys, there's positive factors in this and there's also negative factors into this. And this is all going to be based off of the economic events and exactly what is going to be happening in the next few days. If we see peace negotiations go through, or if these things are going to be falling through and we don't see any peace negotiations and we see escalations. So this is really important, guys. We're seeing a lot of mixed sentiment, and this is why everything is just trading sideways right now. No one truly knows what's going to be happening, especially with how multiple pieces of the economy and multiple sectors are performing currently right now. But this is where we just have to keep up with the information that is going to keep coming out. This was one of the last updates that I wanted to show you guys, that the White House says President Trump will decide within the next 2 weeks if the US will strike Iran. So within the next 2 weeks, guys, we're really gonna know if we're gonna be seeing deviations, especially if the US decides to jump into this war and actually start dropping bombs and sending troops. Now, Crypto Intelligence X talks about the price action around Bitcoin, and right now exactly what we're seeing. And honestly, since the markets are closed, not too much movement. It says Bitcoin is still trading range bound, but is fighting heavily with the 4H estimated moving average 200. Now we have 2 support trend lines and 2 resistant trend lines to watch based off of specific imbalances with specific lows and resistance zones, and pretty much support bands that we also saw as well. So we jump into this. He says U.S. markets are closed today, so probably no significant price action to be expected. And this is so true, guys. You can see today, whenever he made this post, Bitcoin was sitting at 104,871. Currently sitting at around 104,639. So not a big change in price action. It's really due to the fact that the markets are closed. It's a holiday event. Everything is going to be stemming on tomorrow. Now, Benjamin Cohen, we saw this post yesterday. I just wanted to re-emphasize it. Quantitative tightening continues, guys. And this is pretty much based off of exactly the price action we're seeing with Bitcoin dominance, the overall crypto market, and the total chart as well. This is where, a lot of people are waiting for a relief in the market, but we're just not seeing that relief. And this is where he says so much for people thinking it would stop in June. And this is why all eyes now, guys, are on Q3 of 2025. Some are even making some jokes about a QT ending in 2039. This is just hilarious, guys, just based off of everything we've been keeping up with. But one of the most recent updates that came out around the U.S. and pretty much the Iran and Israel escalations and what's going on, breaking. U.S. thinks Iran likely to make nuclear bomb if nuclear facility Fordo is attacked or Supreme Leader Khamenei is assassinated. And obviously, guys, if the U.S. makes a move on the nuclear bunker, tries to bomb them or even kill and assassinate their supreme leader, I would think that they would try to initiate something and retaliate. And this is really going to be based off of Trump deciding if the United States is going to be making an attack on Iran. But this is all in due time, guys, to see if this is actually going to happen. Now, in terms of our crypto portfolios, everything is not looking too hot. Everything is trading sideways, deviating. But I'm currently dollar cost averaging. Tomorrow I get paid, and I'm going to be buying some more altcoins. I've been pretty much day trading, buying more altcoins. Just pretty much staying into, the perspective of dollar cost averaging into pretty much well-rounded projects that are still building out great projects and overall good updates with strong partnerships within their communities that really just show exactly that they have long-term potential. I've been saying this multiple times, and that's why I just feel like I'm reiterating myself multiple times. But this is where a lot of people that make the crazy gains, guys, are the people that are dollar cost averaging into good projects that are, willing to wait it out and wait for liquidity to pour back in while other people are capitulating their bags. So, swiping everything to the side, guys. That is currently what is happening. Today was Juneteenth, so the markets are closed, not too much of an update. But right now, the U.S. Markets are not looking too hot with the U.S. futures. Exactly how, multiple sectors within the markets are looking. We have mixed sentiment right now, guys. That's why everything is just trading sideways, and everyone's just waiting to see what's going to be happening. Markets are going to be opening up tomorrow, but then we're going to be closing as well since it's Friday. So we're really going to be determining exactly how the whole week is going to be closing and exactly how assets for crypto is going to be looking, especially altcoins. So right now, guys, the best thing you can do is just wait for more information. Wait till we have more data around exactly, not necessarily data, but information around Iran and Israel and the escalations with the U.S. From there to see exactly when, the Fed is potentially going to be meeting again to talk about exactly rate cuts in Q3. That's where all eyes are pretty much centered right now as well. On top of that, guys, we're just waiting to see exactly what's going to be happening with altcoins. Right now, everything is just teeter-tottering, waiting to either deviate super hard or shoot the freak up. So right now, it's just a matter of time, guys, and I hope that you have the patience to wait. But if you're new to my channel, check out the rest of my content and keep you guys updated with all the day-to-day information, price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, how liquidity is shifting, and exactly what you need to be aware of to make those crazy gains. Right now is a crazy time, guys. Not many people are going to make it in the crypto market due to the escalations we're seeing in, geopolitical news, and then on top of that, overall the price action we're seeing with assets. I think a lot of people are going to be making crazy gains, but it's going to be the people that are dollar cost averaging right now into key projects and are pretty much just waiting for liquidity to shift. It's just a matter of time, guys. You have to be patient, but you also have to keep up with all this information so you understand what is happening. And on this channel, I do all that. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, make sure you share the channel, and hopefully I catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.